Thank you. So this next song was a present, a gift really, from a really good friend of mine in about 1980 when we were just finishing up Belladonna, my first solo record. And my producer Jimmy Iovine came up to me and said, "We have a problem." And I said, well, by this time Jimmy and I were like, we're actually going out and also like living together, right? So things were moving fast in those days. So anyway, I said, so, hands on hips, so what kind of a problem do we have? And he says, we don't have a single. At this moment I'm like, we don't have a single? So you mean I don't have a single on this record that you and I have been making for the last 3 months? I didn't say that, but I thought it. And he said, I have a plan. And I'm like, okay, what's the plan? And he said, well, you know that guy, that other band that you are continually telling me how much you wish that you would come to Los Angeles and join that band instead? That band? And I'm like, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And he says, well, yeah, that guy. And because he had been also like two-for-him, kind of, he was working on this record with Tom at the same time that we were also working on my record. I was very generous, I thought, to let that happen. And anyway, he says, well, he has a song for you. And it's already recorded, and it's really good, Stevie. And he's already, we'll take his vocal off, but everything else is on there. But if you would like him to sing it with you, he would love to sing it with you. And I'm like, I would love to sing it with him. And I've not even heard this song, and I don't care. I would love to sing this song with him. And he says, well, good, because we're going over there tomorrow, and here's the song. Handed me a cassette, love it. And I said, okay. And I went home, and I learned this song. I went over to Tom's the next day, and I was so nervous because I've been such a fan for such a long time, but I'd never met him. And so I walked in there the next day, way overdressed. Florida is, you know, it's like you're not really a state, are you? You're a city. Well, I'm comparing you for a moment to Florida. Florida is like kind of a crazy place, and so it's Floridian, and so I didn't even stop to think about that when I like went sauntering into Tom's studio, that I was like dressed like I was going to the rock and roll ballet, and he was not. And so I'm like, hello Tom, right? And he's like, hey Stevie. And I'm like, oh, this is bad already. So I said, hey Tom. I went into my best Florida accent. And he said, so let's do this. No, like we didn't like chat. It was like, let's do this. And I'm like, okay. And we went up there, and that's what we did. We did it. And we did it in like 3 or 4 times. And it was done. And it was not to be made better because I never had to go back to, you know, to do little extra things. It was perfect. And so anyway, that song, this song, kicked Belladonna straight into Billboard magazine at #3 and then straight up to #1. Stop Dragging My Heart Around, Tom Petty. Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you.